The Tale of Tippy-Toe, the Tiny T-Rex. In a vast valley where dinosaurs roamed and rivers ran wild, there was one dinosaur who was quite different from the rest. His name was Tippy-Toe, and he was the tiniest T-Rex anyone had ever seen. While the other T-Rexes stomped around making loud, thunderous sounds, Tippy-Toe moved quietly, his small steps barely leaving a mark. Instead of a fearsome roar, he had a gentle chirp. At first, Tippy-Toe felt out of place. He often watched the larger dinosaurs play games he couldn't join, like tallest tree touch or loudest roar contest. He wished he could be big and loud like them. One day, while wandering alone, Tippy-Toe discovered a hidden grove. The trees here whispered secrets, and the flowers danced to a melody only he could hear. In the center was a crystal-clear pond reflecting the vibrant colors of the sky. Tippy-Toe had an idea. He could not join the other dinosaurs' games, but he could create his own magical place where everyone was welcome, no matter their size or sound. With determination, Tippy-Toe began organizing events at the hidden grove. There were silent dance parties under the moonlight, whispering story sessions by the pond, and tiny treasure hunts among the flowers. Word quickly spread about the magical events at the hidden grove. Dinosaurs of all sizes and shapes came to join the fun. Even the big T-Rexes, who initially chuckled at Tippy-Toe's tiny size, were drawn to the magic of the grove. Soon, Tippy-Toe was no longer known just as the tiny T-Rex, but as the heart and soul of the most enchanting spot in the valley. His gentle chirp became a call for gatherings, and his small steps led the dances. One evening, during a silent dance party, Luna the Longneck leaned down and whispered to Tippy-Toe, "You've taught us that it's not our size or sound that matters, but the love and imagination we bring to the world." Tippy-Toe smiled, realizing he had found his place, not by trying to be like others, but by embracing his uniqueness and sharing it with the world. And so, in the vast valley of dinosaurs, the legend of Tippy-Toe, the tiny T-Rex with a big heart, was born. His tale was a gentle reminder to all that magic, joy, and community could be found in the most unexpected places and ways. Fluttering Fiona and the Floating Forest. In the vibrant village of Vendera, children often looked up at the sky in wonder. Above them, high in the blue, were floating islands with lush green forests. The oldest tale in the village spoke of a magical place within these forests, but no one had ever been there. Fiona was a little butterfly with wings that shimmered in the daylight. More than anything, she wished to explore the floating forest and uncover its secrets. While her butterfly friends were content fluttering around flowers in Vendera, Fiona's heart yearned for the adventure above. One morning, emboldened by her dream, Fiona decided to fly upwards. As she ascended, the winds carried whispers of the forest's legends. It was said that the heart of the floating forest held the tree of whispers, a tree that held the stories of the world. With each flap of her wings, Fiona grew more determined. Finally, she reached the first floating island. Here, the trees had leaves of gold, and the air sparkled with tiny floating lights. But Fiona knew she needed to go further to find the Tree of Whispers. As she journeyed from one floating island to another, she met various magical creatures. There was Leo, the luminous ladybug who illuminated dark paths, and Skylar, the singing sparrow who shared songs of the ancient skies. With their help, Fiona finally reached the heart of the floating forest. There stood the Tree of Whispers, its tall branches filled with shimmering leaves, each one holding a whispered story. Fiona approached the tree and, to her surprise, one leaf gently floated down, landing on her wing. She heard a whisper, a story of an ancient butterfly who dreamed of uniting the skies and the land. As the story ended, Fiona's wings began to glow. She realized that by listening to the tree's story, she had been given a gift. With her glowing wings, she could now share stories, bridging the world of Ventera below with the magic of the floating forest above. With a heart full of gratitude, Fiona began her journey back. As she descended, the villagers of Ventera saw her glowing wings and gathered around in awe. Fiona, with her newfound gift, shared the story of the ancient butterfly and the wonders of the floating forest. The villagers listened, their imaginations ignited. From that day on, every time a child in Ventera looked up at the floating forest, they were reminded of fluttering Fiona's courage and the magic of chasing dreams. And at night, when the skies turned dark, a soft glow could be seen above, the shimmering stories of the Tree of Whispers, forever lighting up the world below. Starry the starfish's deep-sea dream. In the shimmering sands of sunlit shore, there lived a little starfish named Starry. Unlike other starfish, Starry had a unique dream, to explore the deep sea and discover what lay beyond the sunlit waters. Every night, as the moon cast a silver glow on the water, Starry would gaze into the depths, wondering about the mysteries below. She'd often hear tales from passing fish about the wonders of the deep, glowing plants, mysterious creatures, and treasures hidden in the shadows. One day, determined to fulfill her dream, Starry shared her wish with her best friend, Coral the clownfish. "I want to explore the deep sea, and see all its magic," she exclaimed. Coral, always up for an adventure, replied, "Let's do it. But we'll need help." The two friends sought advice from wise old Whale, the eldest creature in sunlit shore. "The deep sea is beautiful," he said, "but it's also dark and unknown. You'll need a guide." He introduced them to Luna, a lanternfish with a natural light dangling in front of her. Luna agreed to guide them, warning, "Stay close, and trust in your journey." The trio began their descent. As they went deeper, the sun's rays faded, and darkness enveloped them. But Luna's light illuminated the way, revealing a world unlike any other. Starry and Coral saw forests of tall seaweed that glowed in various colors. They met jellyfish that sparkled like stars, and watched as tiny creatures called plankton danced in the water like fireflies. As they ventured further, they came across a magnificent underwater cave adorned with crystals that reflected Luna's light, creating a mesmerizing rainbow of colors. Inside, Starry discovered something magical, a bed of sleeping starfish, much like herself, but they glowed with a soft, radiant light. Luna explained, "This is the Starry Slumber Cave. Legend says starfish come here to dream, and their dreams give them this beautiful glow." Starry, filled with wonder, gently touched one of the glowing starfish. Instantly, she felt a rush of dreams and hopes, stories of ages past and visions of the future. Feeling inspired, Starry knew it was time to return to sunlit shore. The deep sea had given her more than she had ever imagined. Back at the shore, Starry and Coral shared their tales with the marine community. Starry's body now had a soft glow, a gift from the starry slumber cave. She became a beacon of hope for many, a symbol that dreams, no matter how big, can come true. And every time a young creature gazed into the depths, dreaming of adventures, Starry would whisper, "Believe in your dreams, for the sea is vast, and so are the possibilities."